Thank you for joining the Northern Miner. We are at the AME's annual Roundup event in Vancouver. Mineral explorers are always looking for new technological advantages to make new discoveries easier. Fleet Space Technologies is one such company offering an out-of-this-world solution. Here to tell us more about it is Senior Exploration Geophysicist Darren Burrows. Thank you for joining me.
Sure, no problem. How you doing?
All right. You have launched recently a very advanced exploration satellite system using SpaceX. Please tell us more about this technology and really what's the purpose?
Sure. I mean, like many other companies, like SpaceX or Amazon, we're launching satellites really to enable communication. So the satellites are really there to connect us to our geophysical devices that are still on Earth.
Right.
So we're still doing exploration on Earth, but it's really just allowing us to connect to these devices and get that data sent live from the field to where people can make decisions using that data.
So of course what we're really talking about is ambient noise tomography, right?
Yep.
And so please just give us a definition. What is this about?
So what we're doing is we're using naturally occurring or man-made noise that is actually all over our planet. So the wave action, noise from railways, etc., moves through the ground, and we can actually use that as a passive source of energy that allows us to collect some data and figure out what the velocity of the rocks are under the ground. So it's really a method of geophysics that helps us figure out what's happening in the subsurface, like many other geophysical techniques.
So you started the ambient noise tomography as the first technique offered with Exosphere, but have since added gravity surveys as another offering. Can you talk us through the combined multiphysics data sets that these tools generate?
Sure, and most mining companies, when they're looking for a deposit or they're trying to understand what's happening in the subsurface, they're testing geological hypotheses. And when you're testing a hypothesis, you need many different data sets to test that hypothesis against to make sure you got it right. So ambient noise tomography provides velocity, which is one physical property of the rock types. Gravity provides density, which is another physical property. And we're looking to add more and more and more and kind of build up this understanding of what's really happening in the subsurface so people can test these hypotheses quicker and quicker.
So tell us more about Exosphere discovery. What does that technology really entail, and how can it help explorers make new discoveries?
Sure, so Exosphere Discovery is our AI platform. Many different people have AI platforms. They're using AI models to help explorers understand the subsurface better. Ours is unique in that it's the only one that uses the ambient noise tomography, which provides a nice regional scaffold for some of the other data sets. We're also unique in that ours is truly multimodal. We're using geophysics, we're using geology, we're using geochemistry, we're combining regional foundational models with very high resolution project scale models. And so it's truly sort of bringing that scale down and providing good insights at the target scale, just to really help people figure out where the most prospective parts of the ground are.
All right. Well, so the company builds Exosphere as an end-to-end platform, which is a big innovation in the industry. What does it mean, really, to have an end-to-end solution across the exploration life cycle?
Sure. So it's really trying to take as many aspects of that exploration process and form a partnership with our clients, right? We're not just a data contractor. We don't just want to collect data and then, leave and go do another project. We're really invested and integrated into our clients' geoscience and their exploration efforts. And so we provide them with hardware that we design, we process the data, we get it back from our satellites, we process it quickly, we work through them with our geoscience team, which is 25 people strong, and really invest with them in this project. And then with the Discover AI tool on top of that, help plan drill holes, take that drill hole information and feed it back into those AI models and really refine that process and in an end-to-end partnership. So we really do provide a lot of different aspects to our clients, and it makes their lives simpler by providing that whole sort of not everything, but as close as we can to that sort of exploration life cycle.
So does the platform allow geologists to be more agile in their modeling of geophysics and geology?
Absolutely. So part of the reason that the satellites are so important to us, well, there's two reasons. The first is data quality. So you see the data live coming in, and so you know if you need to take any action to fix any data quality issues. So that's one aspect. But the second aspect is speed. So you get these data sets on your desktop or wherever you may be, and you're able to now, as I said earlier, test your geological hypotheses. And sometimes your hypothesis change quite quickly, and then you still have the equipment in the field and you can go test your new hypothesis. So a lot of that is very rapidly moving through those steps. Things that used to take an entire season, which in some parts of the world could be a year, you can now do in weeks, and really just either sterilize ground or make investment decisions on investing more money on pieces of ground that look really prospective.
Okay. And so for which kind of assets is this platform most suitable?
So we've done a lot of work for porphyry miners. However, we've done lithium brines, lithium pegmatites, epithermal gold, orogenic gold. We've done a lot of nickel work in Quebec. And so really it's about trying to understand the client's exploration problem and figuring out how we can put a solution together to solve specifically what their problem is. A nickel miner in Quebec may have a very different problem to a nickel miner in Australia. And so some of it's got to do with the geology, some of it's got to do with the stage that they're in, but having the technology and, very importantly, the people that understand the exploration cycle allows us to help in many different types of projects.
All right. And what else is coming down the pipeline this year?
So this year we are refining our gravity solution. We're also looking at adding more and more geophysical techniques to this pipeline, and potentially adding more people to our geoscience team.
All right, there you have it. That was Darren Burrows, the Senior Exploration Geophysicist with a Fleet Space Technologies. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.